the 31st of January. It is so crazy that January is already over. I mean, 2026 has already started running, but it is a Saturday and I decided that I was going to really take my time and relax. I really just feel like even when I say I'm going to relax during a weekend, I end up not relaxing, but I truly am going to not do anything. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so the very first thing that we are going to be doing today is answering some journal prompts. And so I found some journal prompts on Pinterest and I want to answer them honestly. And then once I'm done, I'm going to be sharing my answers with you guys. And if you by any chance want to answer those prompts and also share your answers in the comments, you never know who is going to read and be inspired, or maybe you want to use those prompts to encourage someone, then you guys are more than free to do that. But anyways, this is my little journal here. My other journal, if you guys watched my previous videos, you know I had this legendary pink journal that was really big and it is filled up to the brim. Let me read out the questions for you guys. So this is where I wrote them down. These are like the questions. The first question is, in what ways do I want to upgrade my mindset? The second is, what am I grateful for today? And the third is, what is one thing you want to happen before the year ends? So I'm going to be answering these questions and I'm going to see you guys right when I'm done. Alright guys, I am done answering the questions. The very first question, here was my answer. I want to upgrade my mindset by learning to think more positively. In the past years, I have been upset by so many circumstances, especially the ones that were uncomfortable. I want to learn to try to embrace hope more and believe for better. I also want to learn to be more confident in myself and with my journey. I don't want to keep thinking that I'm smaller than someone because they are progressing quickly. So I really love my answer to this question, and I really do hope that I practice it, because it is one thing to write down what you know you're supposed to do, and then it's another thing to practice it. Now, number two, I said, I think gratitude is something I need to practice more often. First, I am grateful for my relationship with Jesus. Being a Christian is very difficult, but I know it's worth it. I am happy with the progress I'm making in my walk with God. I'm thankful to have access to God's word, and I'm thankful for salvation. Secondly, I'm grateful for my family, my friends, and the many resources I have at my disposal. So, like I said at the beginning of the sentence, I'm not gonna say I don't practice gratitude. That would be a lie. I practice gratitude as often as I can, but I want to be doing it more, just because gratitude really just helps me to be aware of what is going on well and not focus so much on the bad parts. So of course I'm grateful to be a Christian, and I'm grateful with like the progress I'm making in my relationship with God and with Jesus. I'm also thankful with like my friends, my family, my many mentors, especially at my church. I love all of my friends. I have amazing people, and I think it's a great blessing when you have friends that you can count on. I'm grateful for that, and I'm also grateful for the many resources I have at my disposal. I was just thinking to myself, like some days ago, like what would have happened to YouTube if I didn't have, an iPhone? Like I remember when I would cry and beg for it, and I prayed for it, and I got it as a birthday gift from my mom on my 17th birthday. I think about my tripod, my laptop. These resources are really, really, something to think about and be grateful for. Number three, my answer for number three is, okay, this one is not actually funny. Well, it's funny at some point, but then I know that this is something I really want. I truly want to relocate out of the country this year. It's one of my strong desires and goals. I also truly want to be able to drive, publish a novel, and all around take up as many goals as possible. I do really want to be able to relocate this year. It's something that I've been praying about and asking God to just make it possible. I also want to be able to finish like my driving lesson and be able to get my driver's license. And then of course the final one says, I also want to be able to take up as many goals as possible. I really just want to finish up everything that I set out to do this year. I want to start everything that I want to finish everything that I started this year. Okay, so I am going to be reacting to a couple of my older photos. I'm very nervous for this, but this is a reset vlog. I feel like one of the ways that I try to relax sometimes is I just love to go back, to my like older photos in my gallery, look back at some moments and laugh and smile about it. That's what I'm gonna be doing right now, and I thought it was gonna be a good idea to share with you guys. So I'm currently sitting this way just so the pictures can pop up here and you guys are able to see them. Okay, so the very first photo, I had just graduated from secondary school. I remember very well, my sister and I went out in the rain to take this photo. She was like the person who took the photo for me, and I really do love this outfit. I will forever love it. And the very funny thing about it is that I bought it a day before graduation. I had already gotten an outfit, but then my mom saw that it wasn't going to work out, so we went last minute to the store near my house and then just got this red jumpsuit. Then the next photo is my prom photo. Oh my gosh, this was my outfit. I will say that the inspiration for this outfit, I don't think my outfit matched it 100%. Like, the fashion designer did try her best to get it, but this was not how I imagined the outfit on me. Prom night was definitely a night to remember. I remember it was raining that day and a lot of people came really late. I feel like a lot of the moments were rushed just because like we had to eat, dance, take photos, do a lot of things, and we didn't really have time to live in the moment. But all the same, I think it was still okay. Like, I still remember that day and I'm really happy. The next photo, this one was my birthday in 2023. Oh my gosh, this outfit is still legendary. I love it so much. This next photo is actually a family trip that we took to New York back in 2018. I can't remember where this place is exactly, but I believe we were in Manhattan. So we were all looking at something and our tour guide took the picture. I think it was really memorable. This was one of the best summer trips that I've ever taken. We had so much fun with our cousins, and yeah, it was super fun. And then another photo. Oh yeah, this is for a writing competition that I took in secondary school. It was really nice. I am standing right there to the right, I guess. Yeah, that's me. This was another key moment where I realized that I had to go back into writing. Okay, and then, oh my gosh. This was on my 14th or 15th birthday. I don't remember. I was ambushed with cake by my friends. So this was actually really fun. I had a bunch of my friends come over to the mall. Okay, that's it. Those are like the photos that I'm going to be showing you guys. Yeah, let's move on to the next thing on our list. Okay, so now that we are done with throwback, I'm going to be clearing up my workspace slash my dressing space or dresser. As you guys can see, it is not looking the best. We have a lot of dusty surfaces, a lot of like makeup items, deodorants, things like that are just like in the wrong places. I don't really like when I'm working and then the entire place is like super scattered. So I'm gonna be clearing this up. Alright guys, so my table slash workspace is looking better than it was, and I'm really happy about that. Now I am going to be making myself a meal. I'm gonna be having some plantain porridge. I haven't had it in like the longest time, and I'm really excited to be making it again. So let's have some lunch. It is currently 5 some minutes after 5, and I am gonna be doing the very last thing for this video, which is going on a stroll. Part of a reset, especially like before the new week begins, I really like to clear my head. They're playing ball, like football outside, so sorry if you guys can hear their noise. Being in the same space like consistently can really not allow you, well, for me though, I don't know about you guys, but then for me, I find it better to process things when I'm not always inside the house. So I'm gonna be taking a stroll. Okay guys, so I just got back from my stroll. It wasn't very long just because the sun wasn't as, down as I thought it was. Yeah guys, this is gonna be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you have not, like, comment down below, share, and I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye.